All right, this is race 5 at Hockenheim, and I have qualified in 11th position. The field is a bit tighter than the last race, and so there's definitely people in front of me that are faster. I am looking to, again, gain safety rating here. So let's see how this race goes. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. It's not going to go particularly well, but there's some interesting developments that happen, and I'm going to show you what happens with many of the other drivers as well. So let's take a good look back here as we start the race. I get a fairly decent launch, but again, I'm in the middle of the pack, so I'm trying to just be cautious. I'm on the left side, so I'm just going to ease around, but you see behind me, these two cars get in a collision, one rolls back and causes damage to another car, so 3 cars are out of the race right at the beginning. I'm also going to back that up again and just show you a couple things that just occurred. Because from my perspective, I have this driver right behind me, Bradley Vasquez, and he is pretty aggressive right off the line. He doesn't do anything untoward, but kind of taps me in the back as we're driving and frustrates me kind of immediately. So here we are. He hits me in the rear there, but doesn't really cause much. Both of us make it through this unscathed. He leaps forward ahead of the next driver, so he gets a pretty aggressive maneuver done. And, there he goes again in the light blue car, making some aggressive moves right up front. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's doing what he has to do. We go 3 abreast into this first turn. It splits up, and I am now finding myself in 12th position. So I've lost effectively 1 space over this, but I have my eye on Bradley up there in the blue car because I'm a little annoyed that he pushed me and that he was just aggressive. But again, he didn't do anything wrong, but I set my target kind of on him at this moment. Again, opening lap, tires are cold, so we're going to see how things go. A lot of jockeying for position here. I see Bradley about to lose a little bit of control. Matthew in front of him is swinging back and forth as well. So already, 1 driver goes off the left to the right there, 1 off to the right. So 2 drivers out. I'm now in 10th position. I'm taking stock of the drivers in front of me, and I have some concerns, as you're going to see. So this is lap 1 still. We're getting into the final stages of it, down the main straight. And I'm just going to let this play out a little bit while my tires warm up, because I'm anticipating that there's going to be a problem. You can see coming up me on the right, I brake earlier than he does. He gets a good pass done. Super aggressive, but, hey, good racing. But you're about to see a few things going on here, as he and Bradley are also, both he, Bradley, so that's Lucas in front of me, Bradley and Alec in between them, seem to feel that this is the end-all be-all of Porsche races. So I'm kind of watching these 3 be aggressive with each other. Not so much yet. I'm just trying to settle into my rhythm and stay in kind of striking distance for these folks. Meanwhile, behind me, I have Mohammed in the green Porsche, and I just want to make sure he doesn't get a pass done on me at this point, because I've lost enough places and gained places. So I'm back where I started effectively, but I'd love to be in that top 10. Doing fine here. I'm settling into my laps. Things seem to be going pretty well. What I'm going to do is actually move you forward So you can see these three drivers right here. As I follow them for quite a bit. You see the aggressive maneuvering here? There's a little bit of a collision between the two of them. They're both another light collision there and another one. And I'm like, okay, I can see this from behind, right? I can see this from behind, and it's just a matter of time. I'm anticipating a problem any minute. From my perspective, this is what it looks like. You don't get a good view there. But you can see, again, right next to each other. I mean, it's hard racing, but there's hard racing and there's unsafe racing. And you're about to witness actually some unsafe racing, like legitimately things they could have pulled out of, but chose not to. Okay, an accident just occurs there. We all slide past that. And I have myself in 10th position at this moment, but I want to, again, keep your eye on these two drivers right here. You can see me behind them occasionally. All right, entering lap 4, and this is where you're going to see it. I'm going to actually let it play out. I'm going to rewind it a little bit, let you see it from a couple different angles. So here they come into the second turn, no one willing to give, cuts him to the inside, he hits him, doesn't pull out of it, they keep colliding with each other, almost intentionally now. They take each other both off the road, I slip by, then hit each other again, rejoin the track dangerously, and finally get back underway. They're now down in 16th and 15th place. Excuse me, 16th and 17th place. 17th and 18th place, actually. So, yeah, I mean, that is an absolute ridiculous mistake. And then letting their ego just not let go of it. These are the leaders. Lucas here is having a few issues. Way back in 16th and 17th place. All right, so let's, now that that's occurred, and it's one of those things where I was like, I saw this coming. I saw this coming. All right, so back to me. Lap 5. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I've got Mohammed right behind me. He has closed within about half a second, but I'm feeling pretty confident on this drive at this point. And I'm able to open up some space to him eventually. And then I'm going to make a huge mistake. Which I have nobody to blame but myself. I see the drivers in front of me, Matthew in front of me, and I'm hoping I can catch up to them. My objective is to keep them within sight. They're about 5.5 seconds ahead of me at the moment. And I just want to continue to try to catch up to them. I stop focusing on Muhammad behind me, who's now half a second to me again. And try to focus on Matthew in front of me, who's almost 6 seconds away, and try to catch up to him. Swinging a little wide there. All right, here we come into the final 2 turns before the straightaway. There's the Club Asa High grandstands right there. Hi, Gary. And yeah, we continue down the straight. Now I've lost a little bit of time, but I'm still 6 seconds behind Matthew at this point. If I can just pick up some time here. Mohammed is right behind me. In fact, let me show you how close he is behind me. Kind of matching me, you know, speed for the most part here. I'm opening up a 0.2 of a second, a 1/10 of a second here or there, but then I lose it. Lap 6 of 15. Fairly decent exit out of there. I open it up to about 1 second gap, 1.1 second gap to Mohammed. Got to just open it up a little bit further. I'm 5.6 seconds to Matthew in front of me. We come into the turns. Mohammed 1 second behind me, 5.7 seconds to Matthew. I don't seem to be making as much progress as I would like at this point. I'm going to try to get caught up. I'm in 6th position. Good exit out of that turn. Mohammed, good exit, but I'm 1.2 seconds on him now. 5.6 seconds to Matthew. Losing a little bit of time to Matthew here. 5.9 seconds, 6 seconds. Pretty decent exit out of there. I'm 1.5 seconds ahead of Mohammed. 6 seconds behind Matthew. All right. Here we go. Continuing on through this turn. Still in 6th place. Feeling pretty good about actually how things are going if I can just keep Mohammed behind me, who is pressuring me. But again, I'm trying to focus ahead of me, but I see Matthew is opening up that gap quite a bit. Here we are approaching the Club F1 Asahi stands again. Hey, Ed. And down the straightaway for lap number 7. Entering lap 8. Lap 7 complete. Entering lap 8. Good exit out of there for me. Another driver off the track. I make up a place. I'm now in 5th position. Mohammed has to avoid him a little bit, losing a little bit of time. He's still 1.2, 1.1 seconds behind me at this point, but I open this up as I head down the straightaway to a 1.5 second lead again. I am 6.5 seconds behind Matthew in front of me. Not making any headway catching Matthew. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, what can I do to pick up my pace and get caught up to Matthew at this point? I think this is where it gets in my head that I need to go a little bit faster. And, I mean, it is racing, but, yeah, I should just be sticking to my lines, doing everything I've practiced, and then during practice try going faster. But, yeah, I'm going to start trying to push it a little bit here. And so I break out of my norms, and I break out of my usual tempo in just a lap or so here. Club F1 stands. Hey, John. And continuing on. lap 9. These laps go really quick when you're watching them this way. And I think it's honestly lap 11 where I have the issue. So I'm going to fast forward through a little bit. I'm going to skip one lap ahead. Here we go. Lap 10. And I'm going to start us on lap 11. All right. Here we are, lap 11. I'm in 5th position. Really confident about how things are going. Trying to catch up to Matthew in front of me. I've closed the gap to about 5.5 seconds now, down from 6. So I am starting to make a little bit of progress. Let's continue our pace here. And even there, I can see I'm off my line that I should be. I should have had that a little bit tighter. By the way, behind me, Vic Deese, who is it Deese or Day? Vic Day, who has fallen off. He went off the track. He has now passed Muhammad, who's 3.5 seconds behind me. And Vic is trying to take his spot back. He was ahead of me previously. And I'm thinking, if Vic gets up on me really close, I'm going to go ahead and just let him pass, let him know you don't need to do anything dangerous. But I don't realize at this moment I'm already doing something dangerous. I'm trying to catch up to Matt, and I'm really overdriving the car at this point. And I should have just backed off a second, not worried about Vic behind me and not worried about Matt in front of me, and just hit my lines. Because at this point, I have maybe one incident point, and this is where I screw up. Overdriving the car, it just spins out from me. I'm trying to get out of the way. I get hit by Muhammad, and I'm hit so bad that it damages my left side and left rear tire. And now when I'm driving, trying to drive in a straight line, I'm having to hold the steering wheel at about a 15-degree angle to the left just to go straight. And when I hit certain speeds, you'll see the car start weaving back and forth right here. That's not me doing that. That's the wheel. And now I'm just trying to stay out of people's way because I'm in trouble, and I'm hoping, well, can I get through this track and just keep a couple places? I mean, I'm in 10th right now. There's 2 laps at this point, 4 laps to go. 12, 13, 14, 15. And this is about the point where I realize I can't do this. The car starts weaving left and right without me doing that. Hitting the brakes, I have no brakes. It pulls to the right. I decide to just go straight, get out of people's way. And now I make the decision. Oh, and it really irks me that Bradley is ahead of me now, if I'm being honest. But now I'm making the decision that, you know what, I need to go in the pits. I mean, maybe they can do a quick repair on the vehicle, and I can get some assistance and get back out and not lose too many places. Maybe I can make a couple up. But the car is just not handling well. I don't have a meatball flag. I don't have to go in, but I'm choosing to go in. And honestly, you're going to see here in a second, like, this is just, the car is, it's not safe for me to be on the road, quite frankly, for other drivers. I decide, yeah, I'm going to go in the pit. I actually pull a penalty because I clipped the pit there, the pit entrance. And I come into the pit lane, hoping to get repairs done quickly. They jack the car up. They're going to put new tires on the car. That's great and all. I'm hoping the tire getting replaced and the wheel getting replaced solves the problem. I will tell you, it does not. I realize at this moment, you see me shifting gears, I realize I am also serving a penalty, like a 30-second penalty for entering the pit lane that way. So I'm going to fast forward just a little bit here. I'm able to then head out after serving my penalty, and I realize almost immediately, yeah, the tire situation is still not good. the car is still, especially under, you can see it. That's not me weaving the car. That's the car doing it itself. I realize I'm screwed. I'm screwed at this point. I'm just going to try to make it around the track a few times, carefully staying out of people's way as much as I can. Boy, it is just such a bummer. Such a bummer. I felt like you could see how the car is sliding as it moves, like it's supposed to be going straight, and it's kind of pulling to the right everywhere when it's going straight. Can you see the angle there? I'm supposed to be along that white line. So this is a real problem. It's not going to go well. Honestly, there's this lap and one more for me to go. But the car's just, in fact, I think I even lose control at one point here. Probably right here. Yeah. Because the car just cannot handle. So I'm going to fast forward you through this disaster. I try to get back on the road without causing any problems for people. I make my way through the rest of this lap. And then onto my final lap. You can see I'm weaving around, just trying to stay out of people's way. I'm getting lapped by this group multiple times. I'm just trying to stay out of people's way at this point. You see me pull over to the right there, let him through, and then hopefully just finish the race under these conditions. And I wind up in 16th place in the race. So certainly not where I wanted to be as I finish this race, especially one that was off to a good start. But valuable lesson learned. Don't overdrive the car. Don't change your game plan during the race. So I start in 11th. I end in 16th. I wind up with 8 incident points. Definitely not the direction I want to go. Looking at the results here, you can see I lose a 10th of a safety rating, dropping me down into the 3.4 area, and 46 I rating points. After such a good result in the last race, I was kind of disappointed. But I have nobody to blame but myself in this case for overdriving the car and losing control. And so, next time, be a little more careful, Carl. Like, there's nothing else to say about that. Just, I got to watch what I'm doing and drive a little more careful. So that's going to be it for today. And then I'm hoping to get another race in tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, you can see how the car is sideways as I'm driving it straight down the road. It's just not happening. And the reason I'm doing this extra lap here, very slowly, is to try to help my safety rating a little bit. Since every turn is calculated in the safety rating, if I do a few extra turns here, it kind of lessens the damage that I took. So, but man, you can really see how the car's just not facing the right way. In fact, if I give you a view from a chase camera, you might be able to see it. I guess not. Maybe the far chase camera. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go into the pits here and call it a day. Anyway, that was the end of race 5. Not the way I wanted to go. But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm still having fun at Hockenheim. So that's what it's all about.